Assalamualaikum to Dr. Rashad, and we are from Group 4. In this case, we are going to discuss regarding the strategy audit report of Global Oriental Berhad. Starting off, real estate development is the Global Oriental Berhad's primary area of expertise. It's mixed-use township developments with residential and also commercial properties, mostly in Selangor, Penang and Klang Valley. At the same time, Global Oriental Berhad sells well-known brands like Coral, Pyrex, and Corningware and Snapware in Malaysia under the other business category. So let us move on to the issues in Global Oriental Berhad. So as COVID-19 emerged around the world, it has continued to cause uncertainty and disrupt global economic activity, which has also impacted Global Oriental Berhad. The extended COVID-19 pandemic has caused Global Oriental Berhad in face a labor shortage, supply chain bottleneck, and weaker demand in their industry as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak.
Hi, I'm Sarah. To segment 2 forces we continue for analyzing steps that utilize by marketers across all the industry to discover external factors that have potential to have a major impact on the organization. There are 5 elements in the step analyzing. Firstly, social culture will include consumer behavior and distribution of income, where it influences how they choose to spend their money. Higher disposable income enable consumers to make larger purchases so that they will be target market for the luxury real estate. However, COVID-19 made consumers move away from purchasing a luxury items. The element of technology, like innovative business that adopt new technology, may have an impact on the supply and demand for the labor. Same goes to the labor property industry, where a lack of worker is a problem because innovation become more advanced. The staff must become more specialist to use the new technology. Following the COVID-19, they need to embrace innovation by implementing tools like 3D virtual tour to give potential buyers to become more interactive property viewing experience. That's for ecology involved waste management, where the property industry is significantly impacted by everything from regular repairs and maintenance to property enhancement to new buildings. Nearly all the businesses, including those that deal with the real estate, are being impacted by the delivery delays, rising costs, labor shortage, and material deficits. Economy refers to the buyer's capacity to purchase products and services. A recession is an extended period of considerable economic activity reduction. When supply outperforms demand, houses may remain on the market for a long time and their value decline to generate sales. Lastly, the political element when due to tight standard operating procedure (SOP) on construction site. During the COVID-19, the government has implemented movement restriction due to worker shortage by worker limitation imposed by the social distancing rules. Contractors continue to experience work disruption since the construction entails physical contact and high potential of transmission due to interaction between multiple workers.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Noor, Izzati, Binti, Amir, Hamzah, matric number 272628. So now we're going to continue this presentation. So generally, issues that arise in Global Oriental Berhad could relate with 3 components in 5 forces competitive model by Michael Porter, which are power of suppliers, power of customer, and competition in the industry. So for the first one, which is the power of suppliers, these components explain how quickly suppliers can raise input prices. So mainly, this issue that arises for Global Oriental Berhad is about supply chain bottlenecks that causes delays, waste important time for the company, and raise production costs. Companies need to find a way around these obstacles if they want their supply chain to work smoothly. Strategy that Global Oriental Berhad could use to solve this issue is to negotiate with them regarding the maximum price that they could offer to them that could give win-win situations towards both parties. This act could strengthen their relationship with the suppliers. Secondly, the power of customer, which is the power or capacity of the customer to influence price reductions. So Global Oriental Berhad needs to make a strategy to ensure their performance to be well again. Cutting costs is one of the strategies that Global Oriental Berhad could implement in their company as their response towards low demands. For example, if an initiative isn't functioning well or isn't a vital component of the company, Global Oriental Berhad might want to consider removing it. The priority is given to profitability items and sectors. By this way, even though their prices increase, they can reduce the rate of price increase to lower the bad impacts such as demand keeps on decrease towards their company. This is because the price that has been offered is still in a lower category if compared with their competitors' product due to the successfulness of cutting costs. Lastly, the competition in the industry. Global Oriental Berhad is known for its real estate property expertise. So the COVID-19 pandemic has had profound effects for the Malaysian economy and financial markets. And the real estate market is not exception with growing pressure on supply and demand. The best strategy that Global Oriental Berhad could use to make sure that they could survive in the competition is by highlight their differentiation compared with other competitors. A product differentiation strategy is finding and articulating the unique qualities of product or company what might emphasize the various difference between the product or a company and its competitors. As an illusion, Global Oriental Berhad could highlight their strength in terms of their quality of raw materials, a premium design and so on to increase the demand on their product by attracting more customers into their companies.
I'm Dalilah Rasib 272626 will continue with the SWOT and TOS analysis. For strengths opportunity strategy, it is recommended for Global Oriental Berhad to have venture to construct and offer new unit with new and innovative architectural design. Product development strategies are method of enhancing the current state of Global Oriental Berhad's major products, which are residential and commercial parties. Global Oriental Berhad may enter a property-related business, such as an interior design industry, to assist them in developing an architectural design. Global Oriental Berhad may develop properties that are in line with current trends by experimenting with their interior designs. With the success of their previous projects, they may improve their worth by constructing and offering new units with fresh and original architectural ideas with the assistance of interior designers. They offer a remarkable perspective towards what enhance as well as diminish a property's worth, allowing them to utilize their ability to enhance a property's features. They can also determine which architectural components should be improved and which should be added to obtain the most value for their money. Next, witness opportunity strategy by changing to semi-automated equipment rather than depends on human laborers. Instead of relying solely on human laborers, Global Oriental Berhad may utilize modern construction technology approaches that save both money and time through automation. AI is being implemented throughout every phase of process from construction to maintenance. This will assist the Global Oriental Berhad in optimizing the construction process, lead creation, marketing, property value, and most importantly, increasing customer experience by improving the quality of services provided. By doing so, the likelihood of Global Oriental Berhad experiencing a labor shortage will be reduced in any agitation, as constructions are technologically dependent. Targeting the portion of the population that has a rising purchasing power is the strategy for strength threats. Market segmentation allows real estate firms to specifically target types of buyers who might benefit the best from a given type of property. Global Oriental Berhad may gather and analyze supply and demand data to evaluate whether the project is actually feasible. Once Global Oriental Berhad has the answers, they will try to target a certain portion of the high income class as their purchasing power is now increasing, and develop a stable base for the company to construct a target niche that they will appeal to. Global Oriental Berhad may use advertising, social media campaigns, and direct sale communications to customers to generate demand for their projects. And they should market their project as a high-end project with a strategic position near major attractions. And lastly, in weakness or threat strategy, Global Oriental Berhad may conduct market trend analysis. By understanding their market, it helps decrease business risk since they will have an awareness of major market trends, key players in the sector, and precisely what it requires to succeed, which will all influence business decisions. Global Oriental Berhad can use market analysis to establish who and where their clients are, as well as which customers are most likely to engage in commerce with them. They also can assess how they are seen in contrast to their competition. Global Oriental Berhad may develop strategies for attracting clients and shift the demand for their properties by doing so. And aside from that, Global Oriental Berhad will benefit from market analysis in determining the current state of their supply chain and preventing long-term supply chain bottlenecks. Moreover, by analyzing the industry trend, Global Oriental Berhad may predict or project future economics in that sector and be prepared with strategies to maintain their business sustainability.
Now we are going for a recommendation. So we are going to give a few recommendations on how global oriented berhad could solve and prevent those issues from arising. So the first one is by increase the connection with more suppliers to maintain the supply chain. Global oriented berhad can widen their network of suppliers by expanding the number of suppliers they can rely on. As said previously, global oriented berhad needs to face a supply chain bottlenecks, which is due to a lack of vital resource like shipping containers. By expanding the supplier connection, they might reduce the risk because they will always have a backup supplier that could support them whenever the other supplier facing a problem to send the supply item to the global oriented berhad.
The next recommendation is hiring more potential labor that might give benefit to the labor. The real estate development industry, which creates significant economic value, is still being negatively impacted by the COVID-19 because of a lack of labor. By making a variety of training programs available to the workforce, the global oriented berhad will attract and maintain new workers in their sector. They may provide training in kind of the general career development program that are beneficial to all the staff categories. Through its training program, the global oriented berhad want to give its workers the skills and tools that they need to further their careers and raise their performance standard across the organization. This will help to improve the development quality and their organization reputations.
The last recommendation that we will provide is that global oriented berhad is already becoming more accessible because of technology, which has created new avenues for consumers to learn about, interact with, and invest in property. In light of this, global oriented berhad can implement virtual reality, which uses technology to produce a three-dimensional image of or setting that can be interacted with. Hence, modern virtual reality technologies enable almost lifelike virtual tours of properties, where customers can quickly inspect the state of the property, interior features, and furniture virtually. At the same time, global oriented berhad must adopt an omni-channel business strategy in order to satisfy client demands whenever they are and deliver top-notch service at every point of contact. Flexibility and convenience are great benefits of an omni-channel distribution strategy. With the correct toolkits, this can readily adapt throughout the year to either best capitalize on strong seasonal demand or cover any gaps that may arise. So I think that that's all from our group that we have been discussing regarding strategic audit report of global oriented berhad. And thank you.